Welcome to Rewatch. We're on season 3, episode 19 of Dave Filoni's Clone Wars. This one is called Counterattack. In this one, Captain Tarkin doubts the skills of Ahsoka, which is what every fan watching the series wants to say too. Of course, it was Plo Koon that actually told Ahsoka she could go. I just remember the name. But Plo Koon was the one that didn't tell her she could go, but just kind of gave her advice that she interpreted that she could go. So anyway, Ahsoka's there. The clone troopers, of course, rush to Ahsoka's defense, right? The captain goes, "Oh, Captain Tarkin, I can swear by her. She may not look like much, but she's the bravest, most courageous, most perfect person I've ever met. She's better. She's like the Chancellor Palpatine, Jesus, and Anakin Skywalker all rolled into one." He doesn't say that, but she may as well. He may as well. So trying to defend her. Now, I hate that part about it, but I do love that Tarkin and Anakin kind of see eye to eye on a few things, and they agree on how some things would go. Now, here's the deal, though. Because Captain Tarkin kind of doubts the Jedi and says that they're so awesome, why can't they do more? And Anakin goes, "I agree with you there." And he's like, "Oh, a Jedi that agrees with me." So they're trying to find some mutual respect. I love that was what was going on, because we all know how Tarkin and Darth Vader get along. But I kind of wish it was from a different perspective, because I feel if someone was being as cynical and down on the Jedi like Tarkin was, if it was any like generic captain, Anakin would have mouthed off to him. So instead, how about this? How about we rewrite this where Tarkin says, "We must have the upper hand. Only through power can we rule." And then, of course, maybe Anakin goes, "But power can corrupt." He said, "Not if you have discipline. It's all about discipline." And like he teaches him, you can control your feelings. You can have power. And maybe that kind of mentality is sinking into Anakin, and he kind of agrees with it. And maybe Anakin does something where he does step close to the dark side, but then has discipline. He said, "Yes, discipline. I can control my emotions." Because again, remember in A New Hope, a movie that Filoni should watch one day, he kind of he's in charge of Darth Vader, which we later find out in the EU was a penalty for something Darth Vader did. He has to serve under Tarkin, but it seems like Darth Vader doesn't mind too much, right? And Tarkin's not scared of him. So what's going on? Well, maybe Tarkin was in on this, and Anakin remembers that Tarkin taught him a very important story or a very important lesson during the Clone Wars. And maybe that's why there's some type of respect or agreement between Tarkin and Vader. I think that would have been better. Again, I like that Captain Tarkin's there, and I like that he and Anakin agree on stuff, and I like that Tarkin hates Ahsoka, because I can definitely cheer for that. But I just wish there's a little bit more connection to the movie. I'm not talking about the EU. I'm talking about the movie. The movie. And again, I think it's not a contradiction, but it's a missed opportunity to show how their relationship went from that to what it was in A New Hope. I don't know. Overall, this is which one is this? In Counterattack. It's fine. I mean, we're waiting for the third act to really talk about what happens next. But what did you think about Counterattack? What do you think? Do you think, am I right or wrong on Tarkin? Was it perfect the way it was, or could it have been more to connect to the movie? I'm not talking to the EU. I'm talking to connecting to the movie. Can you believe I have to talk about the Clone Wars TV show trying to make an effort to connect to the movies? Anyway, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next time on Rewatch.